board vessel. The big thing about them is it's a lot more like RV living, of course. If you've ever spent any time on a boat, you can imagine living on one. So that means they can dive even deeper into the water because they're less buoyant. But what that does also mean is they have to dry off a lot more than other birds. Really? So that's kind of our express lane that we get to use most often. So once I sign off here, we'll hit from the captain.
Grabbed the baby here and just took off. Yeah. These things are coming. It was like really cool to watch. Woo, woo, woo.
Just like toys in a bathtub, we are floating up with it. Once the water in this chamber reaches equilibrium with the fresh water on the other side. That's a really good reason too. There's quite a bit to do here. Highest due to the snow, melt, and rain. But you won't really see those spillway dam running too much during late summer.
That's a nice one.
The locks, like Martin was saying, sometimes with the priority system now is we're forced to be a lot closer to things as it's a fresh water supply. And so by 1907 they made the very contention. Most people in Ballard were not happy with that decision. The salt water is corrosive to these steel-hulled vessels, and so just the longer they can stay in the fresh water, the better it's going to be for the life of the vessel and just having to do less fishing boats. Wooden decks. That technology was actually pioneered and invented, and through here can have that done. Now a bit more about, and really fun to just wander around and kind of explore. Now, in just a moment here, behind this big gray shed, we're going throughout the rest of the marinas for the rest of the trip here, but this is a really great little collection of houseboats off to our right. So this is the second way that people live on the water around here. So although the houseboats themselves can be, that's definitely a different thing for them. That's why they're so around, like the bunker barges or gravel barges or really any sort of out here on the freshwater where there's a little bit less industry going on. Definitely a few more houseboats over here to our right, as well as just a bunch of other regular old boats. Being that this is a neighborhood of houseboats, I would imagine, but I don't know for sure, that some of these regular boats are also going to be some of those liveaboard vessels again. Wood, of course, can warp from South Pacific University campus. And then on our left, we're passing by the neighborhood of a short bridge. It's the shortest on the ship canal with 30 feet of clearance. So it is one of the most frequently open drawbridges in the country. Luckily, like we mentioned, the Army Corps of Engineers regulates the freshwater level main highway that was the only one through here before I-5 was constructed. And this is also through different neighborhoods of floating homes, like some of the ones in May, the next little bay here. A lot of people working in those industries figured out they could take their floating timber mills and anything else, so timber mills into very welcome parts of the city and into the kind of more modern era type of orange one. Just beyond that is the Citizen Seattle House. They have the Seascape sailboat docked on the right-hand side of the house. The house itself is that two-story, has that slanted round shingled roof kind of facing towards us. That wooden shingled siding that's kind of beige, khaki colored. Their front porch has that thick wooden fence on it, little light frame on the front of the home, big bay windows and double doors on the front. story is set in the middle of winter. They filmed in the springtime in the fake rain being made for them. Meanwhile, the post in the background may find a little bit of that. But we are back here in Lake Union. I shouldn't say back because we haven't been yet, but here in the Lake Episcopal Cathedral, the largest Episcopal church in the state, still in operation today, all right, as promised. And a little bit of that recreational boat, but paddleboards, canoers, turned out to be a little bit difficult for the people, a bit easier for them, but in the summer it is very impressive to see them do what they do. One of the local teachers, if anything on the tour today interested you, you wanted to learn more about expanding us into the dock, of course, and that'll be the last one you see as you get off the boat. So if you have any last minute questions or just want to extend your gratitude before the tour, I'll be there.
Thank you, Samantha, for that fantastic. Security.
Huh?